What's up guys, Schmitty here, welcome back to another video. And yesterday with the full-on announcement of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, of course we got the campaign reveal trailer yesterday. Alongside with that, pre-orders for the game have officially gone live. You can now pre-order this game at a variety of different stores physically as well as digitally on your specific console. But as usual with Call of Duty every single year, there's multiple editions. And so today, I thought I would kind of make a quick guide to help you guys understand what all of these pre-orders will offer you, in my opinion, on what the best one can be. Now that, of course, is subjective. It all depends on what you guys are looking to spend this year for this game. But regardless, I thought I would go through and break everything down on what you get with each pre-order edition this year to help you guys make that best decision. So let's start with digital pre-orders. So I'm going to pull up this chart right here. This is probably one of the best ways to explain it. So for digital, there are three different editions: the standard edition, the operator edition, and the operator enhanced edition. So with all three of these pre-orders, you will get obviously the base game, a prestige token in Black Ops 4, and all of them will also get a custom in-game tactical knife for the game. Of course, we don't know much about this tactical knife yet. I'm assuming it's going to be something in use for multiplayer, but all these pre-orders will give you all three of those things. And of course, the standard edition will only give you those three things. Now, if we move on to the operator edition, this is where you get some extra cosmetic customization for your characters in game. So with this, you'll get obviously everything I just mentioned with the base game, the tactical knife, and the prestige token, as well as the all gillied up operator pack, the crew expendable operator pack, and the war pig operator pack. And I'm going to put these up on screen. This is what each of them will look like and what you will be getting with each of these operator packs. So with each of them, you get a specific operator skin. Operators are something new to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I think I'm going to do another video kind of dedicated to this. But essentially, there are different specific characters in this game that you're going to be using in the multiplayer. And these are specific character skins as well as weapon skins for each of these. And these are all based on Call of Duty 4 campaign missions, as you can tell by all gillied up, crew expendable, and war pig. Those were all campaign missions in COD 4, and these are kind of to pay homage to those with some certain cosmetics that you'll be able to use in the game for Modern Warfare. Now, of course, at the bottom, when it says what each of these contains, it also says additional bonus items. I'm assuming maybe a calling card or some sort of emblem would be the additional items there, but of course, those have not been released yet. And so with this edition being the Operator Edition, you get all of those things. Of course, the base game, the in-game tactical knife, the prestige token, and BO4, and all three of those operator packs, and that is the $80 digital edition of the game. Of course, the standard edition is still the $60 version that we all know. This edition, the operator edition with all three of those character and weapon skins, is the $80 edition. Now, moving on to the final edition, which is the Operator Enhanced Edition, this is the $100 edition of the game. This is where you'll get everything that I just mentioned before: the game, the knife, the prestige token, all three of those operator packs, but on top of all of that, you'll also get 3,000 COD points to be able to use in the game, which is roughly like a $25 value or so with the way they purchase COD point bundles. That's roughly about a $25 value or so. So for another $20, you're getting some COD points to be able to use in the game, of course, whenever you're able to use them and however you're able to use them in this game. But for those of you that you just know you're going to be using microtransactions this year, maybe that's something to look into. One more final thing to mention with all those digital editions: if you are a PS4 user, when you pre-order any of these editions, you will also get a dynamic theme to be able to use on your homepage of your PS4. But anyway, that pretty much does it for the digital editions of the game. Moving on to the physical editions, we of course have the normal standard edition of the game, the $60 physical edition, and that's really one of the only main physical editions unless you move over to GameStop. GameStop, of course, has their typical special edition that you can only get at GameStop this year. So one of the first things they offer is that with any pre-order of Modern Warfare, you get a double-sided poster while they last in the store. That'll go for any pre-order. But there's also a special edition that they're offering only at GameStop, which is another $100 edition, but it includes some pretty cool stuff. So with this, you will get the game, of course, of Modern Warfare. You get a collectible steelbook. You get the new Modern Warfare Control Freaks, which I'll put on screen now. These are the brand new Control Freaks. You can either get them, like I said, in this edition, or if you're looking to order them just by themselves, they're up for pre-order on Control Freak's site right now. If you guys do that, make sure to use code Schmitty for 10% off. But they're also giving that away with the special edition at GameStop, which I think is pretty cool. On top of that, you'll get a custom controller skin that's designed around Modern Warfare as well that you can put on your controller. You'll get those 3 operator packs, being the All Gillied Up, the Crew Expendable, and the War Pig, the in-game tactical knife, and you'll also get a Call of Duty endowment calling card. Which, of course, with that being part of this edition, a portion of what you purchase for this special edition will, of course, go to the Call of Duty endowment to help get veterans jobs. But that is another $100 edition of the game, and for a physical edition, that includes some pretty cool stuff. Of course, you get a lot of the stuff that you would get in the digital edition. Basically, the only difference here between the physical $100 edition and the digital $100 edition is some more physical stuff you're getting. Of course, you're getting the Modern Warfare Control Freaks, as well as the Control Freak Modern Warfare skin, and of course that collectible Steelbook as well, which are always pretty cool. So as far as deciphering between those two $100 editions, it basically comes down to whether you want COD points to spend later on in the game, or if you'd rather have some cool physical items that you can actually use. One final thing I should mention with all of these pre-orders is that the beta for Call of Duty Modern Warfare has not yet been announced. I'm 100% assuming that there will be a beta this year again for this game. When that is announced, all of these pre-orders will allow you access to that beta. If you pre-order physical now before the beta is announced, you may have to go back in and get some kind of specific code. I'm not really sure how that works, but if you pre-order digital now, whenever that's announced and whenever that beta comes, you will have automatic access to that beta, which is how all the stuff works per usual for Call of Duty. But overall, at the end of the day, what do I think the best bang for your buck is for these pre-orders? Well, I think the overall best bang for the buck is the special edition at GameStop with all the cool physical stuff you get. Of course, you get in those Control Freaks, the controller skin, all the other stuff that you would get with the digital game, the collectible Steelbook. I think overall, like the best bang for the buck is the $100 edition at GameStop. However, because there's no season pass this year with Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which is something that's usually attached to those editions, is you get the season pass with that, and you get the season pass, which is normally a $50 value, and you get it for roughly $20. So that usually makes those higher editions much more worth it, but seeing as there's no season pass this year, all post-launch map DLC will be free. If you're somebody that doesn't care about some extra cosmetic skins or getting some COD points alongside of your pre-order, honestly, this might be one of the years where it's the most obvious just to get the $60 edition of the game. Most years, like I said, I would highly advise people to get like the digital deluxe or whatever edition is like around the $100 edition that allows you to get the season pass with the game, because you're getting the season pass for a much better deal. And if you're somebody that's going to play Call of Duty a good amount throughout the year and are going to want that DLC, that's the best bang for your buck 100%, and I would always highly recommend people to get that. But with no season pass this year, there's really not as much of an incentive to get those higher up pre-order editions. Again, unless you're looking to get some extra cosmetic stuff, some bonus COD points, or like I said, as far as the GameStop edition goes, getting some of that extra physical stuff, which is honestly pretty cool. But if none of that is your kind of thing, then honestly, this is one of the better years to just get the $60 edition of the game. Personally, for me, like, I may be getting one of these higher up editions just because I really enjoy all that extra cosmetic stuff and all those different things to be able to use in the game. Like, I play Call of Duty quite a bit throughout the year, so having that extra stuff is actually means something to me. But I know for a lot of people, they don't care about that extra cosmetic content. And overall, that's really all there is this year. Like I said, unless you're getting that big edition at GameStop, really the only thing that they're offering this year for those pre-orders of the $80 and the $100 edition is to just basically be able to get some extra cosmetics and some COD points. So to recap, I think the best overall bang for the buck is the GameStop edition where you get those extra physical items. But if that's not something you care about and you don't care to get some extra cosmetic skins for the game, I'd highly recommend just get the $60 edition of the game. You're going to get everything you need. You're going to get access to the beta when it comes here in probably a few months. You're going to be able to get everything for the game, and including all the post-launch maps, because like I said, they're free this year. As far as just getting base game content, that's the best route to go, is that $60 edition. Anyway, hopefully this helped some of you guys make your decision on your pre-order for Call of Duty Modern Warfare this year. Like I said, it's honestly probably one of the easier decisions to make for Call of Duty as far as comparing it to previous years, because there is no season pass intertwined, so it's basically, do you want extra cosmetic content or not? And if you do, maybe spend that extra $20, $40 to get some of that extra stuff. If not, just spend that simple price and you're going to get a vast majority of the content. Anyway, down below in the comments, let me know what edition of Call of Duty Modern Warfare you're going to be getting this year. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack the Schmidt at a like button down below. If you guys enjoy looking at content, subscribe button down below as well as videos go live. Hopefully you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.